Hot coffee with lime. Hot coffee with lime. Ha 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 ha. I can conquer
Hey,
the
all, and
world.
welcome to the 4 o'clock shadow, number 785, and barely made it in the door to start this thing on time. How you doing, Rex?
Well, good. I appreciate your stewardship and fastidiousness. What's the word?
Uh, sh- Fastidiousness?
Thank you. Yeah,
I don't know if that
that's it.
actually works in this situation, but okay. Yeah, I appreciate it.
No? Well, what's the meaning of the word?
Fastidiousness is like when you're really extra organized and clean and you don't like dirt and stuff like that. You're fastidious.
I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that. We have a dark like in the house.
Hey, old dark lady.
He says hey to both of us. And hell to everyone. Now you realize you
I
can
didn't get.
go into YouTube and or I guess you could do it through StreamYard. Of course, I know if you ever wanted to take the StreamYard down so that no one else could enter, uh, you can do
I'm.
that.
I'm not worried about it. If I don't want to let them in, I don't let them in.
There you go. And
You can sit backstage the whole time. I don't care.
I'm surprised you let me in.
It was debatable there.
I know there was a little waffling going on before the show. Oh, we need this
Oh,
light
dude.
because I got parts falling off of me. Um, but I got the night off. I only had to destroy a tire to do it.
Oh, there you
Uh,
go.
yeah, they were going to work me because they sent me a time, and why they couldn't send me out in the truck they sent me out with the alternative truck last night, I
Oh,
don't know. But we have had a new driver
and they couldn't get
tire
a
on.
new tire on that truck between yesterday and today.
Apparently not. I mean,
Damn, dude.
they only come in from like 8 to 12, the daytime crew.
You
I
need to
mean,
tell your
now
boss to hire me for maintenance, man, and give me an excuse to move.
I know it. And how many places did he check? Now I think he puts those high dollar $800 tires
Hmm.
on the trucks.
Yeah, they
You
may
know,
not be readily available. Hey,
and
American boy in the
I'm
house.
glad they don't take it out of the paycheck, or I just have to go on to another job. It's like
Ooh, I didn't even check the mail today. I wonder if I got anything waiting. Hold
I
up.
checked the mail.
Keep an eye on the chat for me,
I
right?
didn't get a check today. Nobody checked me today. Uh, I did get something about overdrawn at the bank. You know, over fuel that I just went there, got my balance, and then went over and put the gas. How does that happen? I'm going to dispute that. What the money was in there a second ago, and now it's not. When I put fuel in my truck to get to work, what the? Anyway, uh, I
Oh,
get this
nothing
first check.
following that.
Hopefully, the rest of the year I can mellow out. But yeah, it's tight. It's tight. Just heard about a shooting in Arkansas. Yeah, it happens all around. I wonder if it was an illegal alien. If it is with our governor, you'll hear about it, unless they censor. Rex, I pick up some vintage comics. Awesome. Yeah, you can let Dark Lycan in. Let's see those vintage comics.
There
He's
you go.
in Scotland.
Well,
Uh,
come on in then, laddie.
I had problems with my bank last month as well. I'm still looking into it. I understand Rex. Things always happen at the worst time. I know when you're
Oh, yeah.
running that thin blue line. Uh,
It's horrible, horrible, I tell you.
yeah. Well, it sucks to be poor. Let's put it that way, and lacking all the time.
Yes. True.
It's good when you have abundance, and things like that. And I do try and I never try and be an extravagant. I really don't. In fact, I'm thinking, okay, I need to sell some of what I have, which, you know, I'm unwilling to just sell it. I want to get like top dollar, like the first appearance of Harley Quinn, which I think will be a $20,000 book or more at some point. I just think it's got a lot of things going for it. You know, it was people that were watching the animated show might have bought the comic if they knew it was coming out. You know, it was, I mean, it was the 12th issue, so it was the last in a whole year if they did a monthly with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's more kid oriented, so those things were read and destroyed, you know.
Yeah.
Hard
and
to
you got to
find.
figure, even as popular as she was on TV, a lot of people that watch the cartoons don't go to the comic book store.
Exactly. And this was back in the early 90s when focus was on like Image and or other books, let's say, you know, whether Image was big at that point or not, it was overshadowed for a lot of things.
I mean, there was some Valiant stuff that was doing really well in 91. There was Malibu stuff that was doing really well. Dark Horse. There was all kinds of. 91 was a boom, man. That was a great year for comics.
Well, let's see. Let me look that one
91,
up.
92, all the way up to about 95 before stuff started going downhill again. So who all do we got here? We got Eric and we got Dark Lycan. Anybody else joined us yet? No, that's all right. People probably still getting used to the new location. And thank you all for going to the trouble of stopping by my humble channel.
See, here's a newsstand edition for $999.99, so $1,000. And I have a newsstand edition, which is less than 10% of the run, which most people that have these don't even know the print run on that.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
September of 93
for one book ain't bad, brother.
September 93 is when it came out. So Image was out, you know.
Oh yeah.
It was done in that cartoony style. I gotta believe that kids bought these, tore them up.
By 93, I think Harris was hitting pretty big right around then with Vampirella and then Cyberfrog and there's a lot of good stuff in 93.
Creed, probably.
Yep, Trent Kanuga. He had better run. Dude, I didn't show you guys last night. I got my second shipment from Ethan with my variant covers for Snowman. So.
Oh, I bet those are sweet.
Yeah, I got Matt Martin's Virgin issue, you know, with no dressing on there, and then Trent Kanuga cover, and I've got Dale's cover. So I got them all. Like Pokemon, I had to have them all.
Kind of like all the Mr. Muck pages. I get it.
I'm a greedy bastard.
Yeah. Well, and you helping Eric
out. I told you I would make you a deal with those.
I know. Yeah. And there's Carrie. And hello, Carrie. And this is how bad it is. I haven't showered in this is the third day.
No, Jesus Christ.
They've been working me, buddy. You just don't know. Monday did me in now.
Go take a quick shower and I'll cover the show for you.
You can't smell me over
I can smell you from here, man. I'm all the way across the
country. I smell worse than Denmark.
I thought the screen on my phone looked a little green.
You just like the color green. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. It's my favorite.
Just put on your
color of money. It's the color of weed. It's the color of really hot alien girls on Star Trek.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. It's
can't go wrong with green.
Too much information, Rex. Well, fortunately, you know, Abby's the only one that has to live with me, and you know, step away for a few. Sorry, I stepped away for a few minutes. Eric said.
Oh well, welcome back.
All you missed was.
Yeah, we were just talking about you the whole time, Eric. Don't worry about
it. No, I was busting his chops over buying up all the Mr. Muck.
Don't get it wrong there.
I know, right? My mind always just wants to go. I think it's that Mighty Man in Yuck.
Yeah, Eric, I even offered to, let him pick a couple of pages, and I would
right. And I may take you up on that, but I did want to.
Well, not now. Eric. Not after now.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, I did get with Eric, and he did get back with me. About.
He does have a couple of pages. Yeah, he's got a couple of pages, I think, left of the first book too, because I didn't get all those.
Right. Yeah. He told me what he had. And
Eric, you double crosser. What's it, mister?
No.
Just teasing Eric.
How dare you, Rex? Yeah. Well,
I can't wait. Eric to get his ash can out, get things rolling. It's all gonna be good.
I think we're doing Rex Hex and Apex tomorrow, and we have Apex After Dark, I believe, as well.
You know what I noticed
later
today? And I don't know if you've noticed this or not, guys. Let me know. With all the Jamlin bullshit and everything that's going on with all the big CG and indie guys, the guys that are making big money.
Bum, 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 bum.
All of the news for most of us smaller guys, like all the Dark Gifts people, Urex, Hojo, Sim, all the people we catch up with, Geo, everybody we've got on the show lately. All of us lower tier guys seem to be doing really well.
I think so. I mean, I have no complaints.
I mean, I know everybody wants to have, $100,000 campaign.
I still think you have to build your presence for sure,
Exactly. Yeah, you're not going to get that on book one unless, you're some kind of celebrity or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think even if you've got a really big, if you got a big enough YouTube channel, I guess you could do it like Eric July and put out the shittiest book on the planet. Oh, did I say that?
I guess I'm kind of curious just to read it, just to see how, to see what I think about it.
Okay.
I'll wait for the big omnibus, I guess.
You know what? Go back and
on discount. Yeah.
Watch Ethan. Ethan did a review of
Are people dumping their copies though?
Oh, dude, yeah, big time.
Are they?
Especially the people that paid that big money, like BTM Reviews, right? That Dave guy. His partner Jim, he went all in on that fucking thing, and as soon as he got it, he turned around and put it up for sale on eBay for a markup and made I forget how he got his money back and then some. And Dave did the same thing, but he waited 2 days, and he only made half his money back. And he spent, the same amount that other guy did, $800 for everything.
Right. Sometimes it's just how you hold your mouth right, and I mean, I don't, and when you sell it and timing and where you sell it, I guess. What platform did he sell it on? eBay or?
What's that? The
Rippa thing.
Yeah, no, he's a greedy bastard, dude. So he set up his own website and everything. He didn't sell it anywhere else. Yeah, he did. I mean, he's done so much shady shit since he launched that. He got Shane to do a cover for him. Didn't tell Shane he was going to charge an exorbitant amount of money for the Shane covers. I think it was $100 a pop.
How about Graham Nolan, Eric? Graham Nolan puts out good stuff. He says the only
thing. Graham Nolan puts out great stuff. And I know you don't like Ethan, Eric, but too bad, so sad. Without Ethan, none of us would be here.
Yeah, pretty much, because I kind of think that your boy Zach would have petered out anyway if he hadn't
Dude, have you seen him lately? He's done.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think he would have stuck with it this long, and he hasn't.
Yeah, and Ethan even said he had a conversation with Zach probably, I don't know, 3 years ago or something like that. And he asked him flat out if he, where he wants to be in comics in the next 5 years. And the boy Zach said, I ain't gonna be making comics in 5 years. So
yeah, I mean, he's got other plans, I guess. Why do it? I don't know.
He's got another plan. Obviously, he had, Zach is crazy, man. He's a little weird. I think he's a hypochondriac, but he's pretty smart.
He's got some wartime problems,
Yeah, but
sticking
financially,
for the battlefield. Yeah,
financially,
he ought to be doing pretty well.
Yeah, he's made a couple of huge boners though since he started.
Yeah.
What is it? Splatto? Yeah, Splatto.
Yeah.
Like
what was the boners in your estimate?
Dude, he put out a brand new book for $1. And he bought it for $1, then you could I think you had to buy one of his previous books at regular price, and then you could buy the new one for $1, some shit like that.
Okay.
And Ethan, everybody was telling him, "Don't do it, dude," and he did it anyway. I don't know how he did on money. But.
Right. Well, as long as you charged enough on the first book, you could make your money on the back for the second book.
Yeah, but he wasn't charging like crazy prices for anything.
Yeah, and if you're paying artists and all that, I don't see how you do that. I mean, even if you want to, unless you got all the money in the world, and I think Ethan was kind of like, if you set that standard that low, they're going to expect that from all of us, and I don't blame him there. I mean,
yeah,
Rex, have you been working on any sketch cards or art lately? Would love to see Rex's awesome. The only thing, Carrie, and you've already seen it. The last thing I did was, I did create a new character yesterday, which I'm not showing anyone. It'll be in the magazine though. The character.
Come here, pup.
I'll tell you the character. Should I tell you the character's name?
Say hi.
I don't even think I should tell you the character's name.
Sure, you can tell.
I can tell you the character's name?
I guess. Wasn't that the question?
Well, I created a new character yesterday. Should I spoil it? And he's going to be in the magazine. He'll have a cameo in the magazine.
Eric, we don't discuss the shoe store. One more time, Rex. I'm sorry. What was that?
You're like me. You're only halfway taking things in because we're so tired.
Yeah, trust me, dude. I'm good.
Well, I know, man. I'm right there with you.
Dude, I was driving home in that.
I was like, could we take today off, leap year day? I was just like, I'm surprised I'm not in body traction, a bodysuit, hanging from limb to limb in the hospital. That was the last thing I did, Carrie, which was Hopper and Zeitgeist. And I think you've seen that. That was the last thing I did, and I did that 15th.
Oh,
haven't been.
You may have a guess. Oh, hey, we do have Dark Liking back there.
But now I have been working on. There's a Dark Liking.
Sorry, Dark Liking.
Sorry, I was
midday keep you waiting too long.
Making supper.
Yeah, you got to get that supper in. I've been barely taking time to eat. Daisy's a gorgeous dog, little face. How do you spell that character's name? It's German. Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist. Zeitgeist.
Okay.
Zeitgeist. Yeah.
Yep.
He's one of the German.
He's
one of the He's one of the German villains that come out of that experiment. Eric says, "Cool collection for you, Dark, back there in the back."
I just seen the comment. I'm just going through the comments in there, man.
I take it the weather is really hot and humid for you fellows. It hasn't been as humid for me as it's been for Shadowhawk.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible. I was falling asleep in traffic on the way home today, man. It's just like so hot, you just want to close your eyes. It's like, nope, don't do it.
It's been not before the last 2 or 3 days as well.
Not before. Does Dark Lycan not look a little like David Finch?
A little bit. I was getting ready to say that Dark Lycan reminds me just a bit of a good-looking Nosferatu. Yeah.
Nosferatu?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Because I've had a haircut and
much better groomed, but
yeah.
I was saying in the corner, I went and picked up 4 vintage comics.
Okay. All right. Now, where did you pick them up at? Did you go to an event?
No, it was just every second Saturday. There's a little market stall kind of thing that they have in one of your centres near me. There was just an old couple that was selling these and I was having a look through the comics and I seen these ones so it's like, oh, I'll buy these.
Oh,
hey, Mike Walters.
Let me see if I can figure out how to do a better layout for you.
Idea. Yeah.
Let's see.
I know. I have a lot of people call me on that word, Eric.
Why did that not work? Oh, I think maybe Dark Lycan has to share a screen.
Residual checks from appearing in that.
No, you should be able to see them like this.
All right.
Oh, hold on, guys. I got somebody.
Here we go. There we go. I got you now.
So I picked up I got the Sergeant Rock from 1974.
Wow, nice, dude. That looks like a pretty good copy too for just some old folks selling it.
There is a little bit of tape on the edge, but the guy gave me this one for nothing because he thought nobody would buy it. That one. Then I got the Super Spider Woman from 1979.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I'm back now.
The original Spider Woman.
Love her costume.
I don't know if you would recognize the artwork or not.
I'm not sure who did it now right offhand.
Yeah, I got Blade Runner from 1982.
Hush.
Ooh, very nice.
Is that the first one? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it still has that old smell.
So you got a Sergeant Rock, you got a Blade Runner, you got a
Spider
Woman, and so that's 3. What's the 4th one I'm missing?
The 4th one was it's Atlantic Comics. It's the Tale of Evil.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
I mean, they were only in business for a few months. They were trying to. The guy originally came out of Marvel, and then he tried to rival Marvel and steal all the talent. And he had Pat Broderick, Neil Adams, Steve.
I think this one's 1974 or 1975. I'm sure this.
He was paid like $125 page rate when it was not near that.
For us over here, it only cost us 10 pence back in the day.
Right.
It was 25 cents.
Oh, 10 pence variant. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
I have that one, but I have the American version.
Like the Sergeant Rock one was 8 pence back in the day.
Yeah, I think you did well. I don't know what you gave for them, but those are bangers. I like them.
I've got all four. Well, I paid for these ones. He gave me that one for nothing. I paid £1 for free. He was doing free comics for £1. So I don't know what that would be in cents for you guys.
Yeah. Oh well, gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to steal
probably
it.
About 35 cents.
Yeah.
And then there's also selling this as well.
Wow. Look at that.
500 comic book villains.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of tells you about DC and Marvel.
Is it in color?
It's
okay. Wow, slick pages. Yeah. Oh, look at that. The UFOs. Yeah.
Oh,
it's mostly from like telling you about the different characters, different variations. Who?
Hell yeah, I might have to get the ISBN number for that. I might want to get one of those at some point. That'd be great.
That one there, it's telling you Harley Quinn 1. I don't know if it's the Harley Quinn that we all know and love. But that was from, according to this, she first appeared in 1947. And then Harley Quinn 3 appeared in 1988. So I don't know if it's I've not actually read it yet. I just kind of going through it.
Well, the Harley that you love and enjoy is from the cartoon is 1993 was her first.
According to this, what's it? Brainchild of writer Robert, is it Kenner?
Mm-hmm.
All American Comics, 89. The Harley Quinn only presented to be a villainous, and then it was the Harley Quinn 3 was written by Roy Thompson and Marcus Cooper.
I'm trying to collect all those Atlas. They weren't in business very long, but they were trying to rival Marvel and put them out of business if they could, but they never published any either past a fourth. Their oldest, 1 through 4 was all that they got out of some of their titles. They never published anything past issue 4.
And I finally finished that custom trap jaw that I was doing as well. I can't remember if I showed you or not.
He-Man. Yeah.
Well, it's my version of a female version.
I don't know. I've wanted to draw Carrie. Just reading the chat, some of the former stuff about the chat. Yeah. I mean, don't forget about Graham Nolan. Aaron Indy and Art T. Bear.
Billy Tucci. Billy Tucci's fantastic.
Billy Tucci, yeah. I don't know. It's all a matter of taste of what you do.
Dan Wallace does some great stuff. If you like
Dan Wallace, yeah, and he'll be coming out with something here eventually. I like the Blade Runner movie, but didn't know that there was a comic. Now, is that in all in one, or sometimes like with Flash Gordon, they had 3 comics for the movie adaptation?
I think when I was trying to look it up, kind of thing, I did see like 4 or 5 different versions of the Blade Runner franchise.
Yeah, it might have more than one issue. I really don't know.
Yeah. Could be a graphic novel, could be a series.
My favorite Harley is in the Batman video game. And I would say which video game, but it really wouldn't matter because I don't know any of them. So
probably the
Arkham series.
I'm guessing Arkham. Yeah, those Batman games were so much fun.
Probably, yeah. I mean, when you think
no, probably about it, dude. I played hours.
when you think the worst of the video villains, you think of Batman's video villains, you think of Arkham, Asylum, Hugo Strange, and everybody goes to Arkham. They should make Arkham where it can go up and down on a platform, like where it can go underground and be sealed, I think they're going for like a House of Mystery or House of Secrets look with that, facility and make it look creepy as heck. I think there's a whole backup story. I actually have, the first appearance of Arkham, it was in first mention of Arkham was, I have it in my collection. I made sure I got it about a year ago, I think. And it's like one of those 100-page spectaculars from like 1971 or somewhere around there.
Okay.
I could look it up. Let's see. I was still looking at the first appearance of Harley Quinn, what it was, real. They done a facsimile of that issue.
Of course.
Yeah. See, here's one. Here's one was just started with $150 bid on it. And theirs is a direct. It's not a. They did a repaint job, though, I think, on the facsimile. So it looks quite a bit different,
Well, that's good. At least that way people aren't trying to pawn it off as an original.
All right. Spell Arkham for me. A-R-K.
A-R-K-H-A-M.
H-A-M. Arkham.
Asylum. A-S-Y-L-U.
A-S-Y-Lum. Yeah. First appearance. Can't remember exactly what issue number it was. 200 and something, I think.
Oh, I don't
know. It was 1974. 1974. First mention of Arkham Asylum. You can still get a lower grade copy, which is not in that bad a shape for like, this one's wanting $20. But it was Batman number 258. I'm looking on the cover to see if it mentions anything about Arkham on the cover. But you talk about a sleeper. I mean, those 100-page, 60-cent 100-pagers are nice to collect them anyway. Because this has got like old Batman stuff, reprinted from the Golden Age, I'm sure, among other things. But I think like the first House of Mystery, House Secrets, things like that. Of course, those are first Batmobile. Things that are non-characters are worth, first appearances. Here's a graded one. Let me see if I can see the label there, although it's a purple label. 100-page issue, Two-Face appearance. So small. First mention of Arkham Hospital, Arkham Asylum, Arkham Hospital. But yeah, I made sure I picked up a Batman 258 just because it's first appearance of Arkham Asylum.
There's actually just having a quick look in that book, but there is actually a section on your Harley Quinn. There's a lot of villains in this book I've never actually heard of, to be honest.
500 book villain book. Thank you. On Insta for you. Yeah, thank you. I'll check that out. That looks like a really good book. I kind of like combination books there for like reference, with the villains. I mean, the reason that would help me as a creator is like just refreshing my mind on what's out there and kind of their power set. Not that I would sit down and read it, but just looking at their costume designs and not that I do that a lot. Most of it just comes out of my head, but I think I see something vicariously, like Shadowhawk. I swear, I got this image.
Did you see the message Carrie sent you? She just sent you a link.
Yeah, I just read the whole thing out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you're nonstop, hard to keep track.
I know. I know it whizzes by, doesn't it? Especially right now. Damn.
Dude, my brain is baked today,
oh, me too, bro. I'm just saying, you and I are sitting here like a sweet potatoes. I swear I know exactly what you're. I feel like somebody beat me, put me in a burlap sack and beat me with a crowbar. Well, maybe not that bad. That's you, but I'm right under there. Maybe a claw hammer. They did drop a new. I watched The Chosen last night before I went to bed. They did drop a new one, and I'm sure they're probably going to drop another one Sunday. That seems to be the thing, Thursday night and Sunday. And I'd actually opened up the thing and left it up to remind myself when I got home. In fact, I still have it open on my computer because they show you preview of the next episode, a little snippet, and plus they do an interview.
I wonder if they added any more of them to YouTube yet.
Oh yeah. I haven't checked, but I can. I've got it up there.
Oh, you don't mind. If not, I'll check when we get time.
They did a interview with Andrew. Let's see. So we got episode 7 coming up, and that's gonna be Sunday, like I said, the 23rd. And then we had episode 6 drop last night. 4, they've got let's see. They've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, they've got them all up there, Shadow.
On YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah.
Oh, cool. All right.
Now
last time I checked, I only had up with episode 1.
These are the live streams. So you'll have to go in, take the cursor down the timeline a few minutes past his talking if you don't want to watch the whole thing. Then they'll play the episode. Then they'll do an interview and a snippet of the next episode, later, and do some more talking and stuff. So
yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, you just go through that timeline, run your cursor down there till the episode starts. But yeah, they've got them all up there on The Chosen.
I didn't realize there was 3 versions of Clayface as well.
Yeah. Marshall Rogers drew one of those, actually. Like the 3rd version, I think, or maybe the 2nd version.
Clayface 1, 1940. Clayface 2 was 1961, and then Clayface 3 was 1978.
Yeah, it's 3 was the one with the dome on his head that Marshall Rogers and Terry Austin worked on. That was one reason I liked Marshall Rogers stuff. Shadowhawk, I forget exactly how I got introduced to his Batman, but I thought it was a real banger. And I'm not a big Batman person, per se. I did read Batman and the Outsiders, liked him in the Justice League and whatnot. He's an okay character, but he's not like, oh, Batman, you melt my cockles. Like a lot of people, that he's their favorite character. But what was my point? Marshall Rogers was inked by Terry Austin.
Jack name.
I may have encountered his inking on Marshall Rogers before I did John Byrne. I just don't know.
Well, maybe.
But, Terry Austin, whatever he does, that's amazing.
Oh, there's Clayface 4, 1978.
Okay, so my new character that I created is called, and I know Marvel has one, but there are certain words you can use that are universal, right? My new character is called Despair. And I know John Byrne worked on Despair. He might have been the co-creator of Despair. Of course, they spelled Despair with a Y, I think. It's a little different.
Yeah, I was going to say, as long as you don't spell it the same way, I think you'll be all right.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So is your new character, is he good or is he evil?
Oh, he's evil. Yeah, he's evil. Yeah, he's very, yeah. I think I might have been influenced by, believe it or not, Star Wars on that character. You know, one of the princess's outrageous costumes that she wore.
Yeah, okay.
You know, you remember she had that big hat with the dangly bits on the ends. That was really wild, and she was in that red and white makeup.
I don't know if you recognize these, man. These are in your dollar.
Yes, I turned shadow onto those.
Well,
look at that. What's it called?
This is a Symphonoid.
No, but I mean the name of the whole thing. The
fractal. Oh, it's a Final Faction.
Yeah, Fatal Fraction.
Final Fraction. Yeah. That's
Isn't that wild? They have them over there. They even did a comic book.
Yeah, I've got. My friend went to America last year or the year before, and he managed to pick me up some of the Wave 2 figures, and he managed to pick me up the comic as well.
Yeah, I've got.
These are now kind of Wave 1 is now starting to kind of come over here. So
they're pretty nice for what you pay for them. They're pretty nice.
But I got to spare one of these because because they're all kind of the same. I like to have like a leader for the Symphony, so I've went and repainted one of them.
His head kind of looks like 1950s War of the Worlds creature.
Yeah,
you know, with the three eyes. Kind of.
Have you seen like the Taxant variant ones?
Apex.
Yeah,
where they have the bright green.
That's what when he went over America, he was trying to pick some of them up, but he couldn't get them anyway.
Yeah, they're hard to find, dude. I got a bunch of them.
As I say, I've got majority of the Wave 1 carded and loose, so I'm trying to. I think I'm missing the three humans from.
Oh yeah, Shadowhawk was buying the humans.
Yep.
Only kind of got the creatures.
The only thing I couldn't find any of was the little vehicle.
Yeah, the vehicles, right? I
wonder if they even made them because I never found.
I wonder if they made them too. I mean,
Just give me 1 second.
For $1.25 a piece, they're kind of nice.
Oh shit! Dark Lycan's got it. He's like, give me a sec.
Does he really?
I'm guessing he just fucking bounced.
Well, maybe they did make them. I imagine they did. They're just probably one per box.
Yeah, they can be very small amount.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow. Can you believe that? I can't believe they sold that for about a buck.
Yeah, I could not find them anywhere.
Unless they jack the price up on there. But yeah, I mean, you got a real keeper there, Dark, I think.
Hail, Eric. Eric says, hold my ale.
The guy that do the live streams with Rex, he went over to America, and so that was the only reason he kind of went over.
I'm just surprised he found a vehicle at all.
Did he find the vehicle for you?
Yeah.
Look at that! He got both vehicles. Cool. Look at that.
So they've done the two vehicles. They've done the main.
The main baddie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, dang, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, can you believe they sold that thing for $1.25?
I think one of them is a bad guy vehicle and one of them is a good guy, Eric.
I know a lot of folk were buying these to customize like G.I. Joe, kind of like Doom buggy. kind of things.
Now, don't customize on those. I'm telling you, they're rare.
No, I'm not. These are not getting touched. I'm hoping that we can. Hopefully, we get them over here at some point.
Well, I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Did you get the comic, Dark? Because if you didn't, I know you live in the UK, but I got about 50 of them.
Oh, I've got the comic. He managed to find me the comic as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I mean, that's the first time I've seen a comic out in the wild besides an Archie Digest in years.
It's just like, man, something like the little like creatures that they did from them, cool as well.
Yeah. They got some good creatures and aliens and things. Good designs. I like the backward legs, like a.
They even had bonus little weapons packs.
Yeah. I might have even got one or two of those, but
yeah,
because there's the main character all hanged up in his exosuit style thing.
He's showing me some I've never even seen, really.
That was the one I only asked him to get, and he managed to find me more.
Oh, look at that, man! Good. I never saw the dog. That
nope,
looks like
Bazooka
Dog. That looks like Bazooka Dog.
A little bit.
He's got a little wee.
Then the wee doggy just fits in his mech.
Now, see there, Apex came in late, and he says Dark Lycan would make a badass vampire, cool ass vampire. I told you he looked a little like Nosferatu. Dark's never going to talk to him. He's more into werewolves, obviously.
Oh, I love all the.
You must have loved getting that Tales of Evil with a werewolf on the cover. Then.
That's where, to be honest with you, that's where I picked up.
Yeah,
it was just the artwork for the werewolf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have grabbed it in a heartbeat. Oh, that guy's cool.
Look at that, man! I these must be from the.
Oh, he's got the extra weapon.
Oh, he's from the second series. He's the
because I don't. I've not.
What they call that? Venom or something? I think. No,
I
Venom.
think they still got them around here, in the stores. I just haven't checked toys in a while.
There's a Symphonioid with his upgrade kit.
Hey, Pale Rider. Now I do have one of those, although I don't know if the color scheme's the same. I tried to get color variants of the same ones. They're pretty neat design.
I know it's a $1 toy, but I absolutely love this line, man. It's just one of those weird.
Yeah. Pale Rider says we're on the good channel today.
For as cheap as they are.
Because even picking up a carded version of these guys, there's a lot of robots that they did as well.
Yeah.
There's another. These are good quality, especially for a pound shop or a dollar shop kind of toy. They're pretty well made.
Yeah, I mean they're well worth the investment. I think. I think.
Yeah, when I was picking them up at Dollar Tree, I couldn't believe it. I don't know how they afford to make them.
Can you imagine the vehicles though? I mean, I never saw.
I know.
There's actually a Dollar Tree have done an exclusive one, like the Doom Buggy, but you also get. I can't remember if it's two characters you get with two human characters of one. The guy that I did the ice cream with, I mean, he was trying to get a couple of those, but he couldn't. Every Dollar Tree that he went to, he couldn't find them.
I know you got to search out for some of that stuff, and some of them don't even carry the stuff, or they've had it and sold out of it and didn't reorder or whatever.
We managed to get Wave 1 over here 4 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, 2 years ago. So they were in our local pound shop. So I managed to find majority of the characters. Only problem I had was trying to find two, and that was the Brute and the Drone. But Dave, my co-host that does my live stream, he managed to find me the one of the drones, and I just happened to go back 2 or 3 days later, and then they had the Symphonioids and the Brutes in.
Dark, Eric
did you get the female human?
Yeah, I got her.
Yeah, she was really hard to find as well.
Eric says, I'm sorry I missed it. What line of toys?
Figures and vehicles. I love to watch.
What was the line of toys? I forget the name of it.
Final Faction.
Fatal Faction, yeah, we just said it.
Fatal Faction. And that must have been a big campaign because they had a comic book polybagged, which could easily get messed up because it's floppy, right? They had no backing board or anything with it to make it stiff at all. It was just polybagged. And so those would be hard. And at a dollar store, you know, kids grab stuff, throw it around. I mean, you know, I saw some I didn't even buy because they were all bent up. But, and I had already bought like 40, 50 copies of the thing. But yeah, for $1.25, I think it's a good value. I've shown those before and got Shadowhawk on them, and I've even bought some extras of some of the characters that I thought were pretty cool. You know, at that price, you can afford to invest a little bit if you got the money, which most of the time I don't. But sometimes you got to treat yourself too. He makes custom figures. He just showed one, Apex. Dark does the custom figures. Trapjaw, I think it was. Fatal Faction toys at the local Dollar Tree. Yes, that's where you find them at, Eric. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that comment just to show off.
You never know, Eric. They might be there.
Yeah, I'm sure my Dollar Trees around here still have them. I just haven't checked the toy section in a while. But if I came across just one of the vehicles, oh man, I'm snagging that.
Yeah, I've checked. Like every time I go up there, I cruise through the toy aisle, dude. I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah,
and
I guarantee you, if I
found one comic, and it was like just thrown up on the magazine stand, like some little kid just threw it back.
Right.
And luckily, it wasn't dented or dog eared or anything like that. So I grabbed it, brought it home with a bunch of the toys, and bagged it up, boarded it.
Well, the good thing about the comic is that in there it shows you the whole toy line, at least the first wave.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a checklist.
There you go.
Yeah, being all together, it was a really cool.
Yeah, there's the comic right there. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not a bad looking comic in full color, slick stock. I think on the back's the checklist of the toys, right? No.
I saw the Mrs. Good stuff there. I haven't seen Fanta yet.
Took apart some dolls. Good stuff. Fanta puppets. Yeah, I wonder how Fanta's been holding up. I know she responded to my, Final Faction.
Oh, it is.
Maybe we did say Fatal Faction.
I think we did say. I think, well, at least I did say Fatal.
Just for like what you were saying, Apex was asking. Yeah, there's my custom there that I did.
Yeah, custom figure that turned out dope.
Yeah, that's tight, dude.
Now, do you do a paint job on those, Dark?
I did. This was my first proper attempt at actually doing dry brushing and all that.
Did you? What kind of paints do you use for stuff like that?
I use the Citadel paints. I think they're a...
Oh, Selville's. So that's an animation paint.
Yeah, Citadel. It's called Citadel.
Oh, okay. So
use that. The majority use it for like the Warhammer from and stuff, but it's easy to work with kind of thing.
So what kind of paint is that, Shadowhawk? Is that an enamel paint?
No, it's an acrylic. So if you make a mistake, you can. If you're quick enough, you can kind of wipe it off with a damp cloth.
Ray, we need to talk. Maybe talk about you doing me a website. Maybe the possibility. Just saying.
As I say, I've got a friend from the Netherlands. He does a lot of customs, and it was kind of him that kind of inspired me to try it myself, kind of thing.
Yeah, they're so small, dude. I don't know if I can do those.
I wouldn't attempt to do like the the minifigures, like, but like action figures,
man.
I would
Yeah,
easily.
like that size. Yeah, like a full size one. I'd try that.
So I've done a crossover with Star Wars and Harley Quinn, so I've made my own like Stormtrooper Harley Quinn.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool that she made a video for hockey in his book. Yeah, I know you are, Ray. Appreciate you, bro. Oh, me. So, Dark, how's work treating you? It's killing. Well, I mean, it's rubbing the rough edges off of me and Shadowhawk. But how's work treating you?
At the minute, we're going through. We've got our manager left, so we're waiting on our new manager kind of starting. But just all the stuff with mum and all that passing away or the last few months there, I've actually just been physically drained now, and it's starting to kind of affect the kind of thing.
Yeah, it's probably getting brutally hot there too.
It's getting warm here as well.
Yeah.
Just try to get myself mentally prepared for next Thursday, because that would have been Mum's birthday. So,
Eric's got a question: is EVS doing Rainbow Brute now?
As far as I know, he's working on Rainbow the Brute pages when he's not doing the trash gas.
Yeah. I think he posted a Cyberfrog piece recently with. I reposted it, but I didn't take a long look at it.
It may have been an older piece. I'm not sure. Was it him and Heather?
What? Say that again.
Was it him and Heather Swain, or was it just Cyberfrog?
I'm looking it up right now. What I reposted.
Because I know he closed out one of them the other night. I know he was talking about it.
Oh, they did a Tarman statue too. I'm gonna have to show that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that?
Super 7?
Where he's holding a brain?
Oh, a statue or a toy?
A statue.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
You want to see it? Okay.
Yes, please. Hold on.
Feel the music because we don't want to get struck.
Make red.
Okay, wait a minute. Just share. Okay. All right. There you go.
You're a star. All you gotta do is show it.
No.
I gotta figure out how to show it.
Right.
Okay, I know where you're at. There it is.
Right here. There we go.
There.
The ties. I seen that. That's cool, man.
Oh, damn. Yeah, no, I hadn't seen that one. I saw a really cool little figure that they did, but that's nice.
I think Super 7's doing
that's gnarly, isn't it? With the blood.
Yeah, Super 7 did a Tarman, and they did a Trash to Linnea Quigley's figure.
Oh, really? With or without clothes? Removable clothes?
Well, I'm not going to say that.
Oh, okay. Because Trash took her clothes off more than once.
Yeah, I believe she was at least semi-naked.
I watched that when it came out to the, which you watch a lot of horror movies, but.
Oh, dude, I own this on DVD. I watch it multiple times every year.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. I got the second one and the third one.
I almost think that he's like blind in his eyes almost. He just, those blue eyes. Now,
I actually preferred that. What was it? That was the Day the Walking. Is that the Day the Walking Dead? That one, Shadow, that he's from.
No, that's Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead. I actually watched that at the theater when it came out. Now, did he have
that
kind of like an orange?
That technically isn't part of the Romero zombie series. It's its own thing.
Now, did he have an orange head like that? I don't remember his skull being
Um,
orange.
They're showing after the top of his hair all slipped off and stuff, and his skull was showing. I don't know why it's showing up so orange on camera.
It's
it
awful
should be
orange,
Yeah, it should be more red or more white, one or the other. But
I prefer that movie because the zombies are more active, if you know what I mean. It's like they have got a conscience.
Yeah, you can't kill them. I mean, no matter what you do.
Just like it's like the scene when you meet him. It's like Lassie goes into the cupboard and he's trying to like realizes that he could actually use the chain thing to try and rip the door open, kind of thing. I just thought that was good.
Yeah, I love that scene when they pin the one to the floor with the pickaxe, and he's still just screaming and kicking his feet, and he's like, "You mean they don't die?" The movie live.
I come out a few years ago when the zombies kind of started to like act like humans. And you had it was Big the main zombie guy was, I think his name was Big Daddy or something. Kind of what dude that he was trying to pull he was trying to pull his friends away, kind of thing. I know a lot of folk don't like that movie, but I really enjoyed that movie.
Which one? I
can't remember what the name of the movie is. Kind of. Come out a few years back.
The colors aren't finished on this Cyberfrog cover, but
okay, hold on.
Ethan was saying, you know, I can't wait to see it finished. He likes it thus far. So the colors aren't finished on this yet.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Have you seen it before, Shadowhawk?
No, I hadn't seen this one. I can't blow it up either because I'm running.
Art of AR cover. Art of what would it be? Art of Roy?
Maybe.
WIP colors for at Art of Tar covers. Cyberfrog cover. Can't wait to see it finished.
Yeah, it's probably Art of Roy.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's cool.
Just to answer like Eric's question, he's asked me what was my favourite figure. I don't actually have it yet, but I'm still working on it. I did have it as a kid, but I want it back. But it's that 30-30. I just love that figure. And hopefully I may be able to find one in September or October when the big toy fair's coming around.
Without having to put out a second mortgage on your house to buy it.
One of my friends, he's going to a toy fair, and I think it's next month, so he's going to have a wee look for me because he's seen one last year at the exact same toy fair for £8 and it was complete in box. So, and maybe it went up in there, but he says, he's after a Transformer that I've got. So I says, well, if you can find it, we might do a trade on it.
Yeah, now see, you say Fairy Fairy, and most people don't know what character that is. That's Brave Star's horse that he rode in the cartoon. And most people don't even know Brave Star as a cartoon, really.
Oh,
yeah. How many episodes of Brave Star were there, Dark? Do you know? And do you have those on DVD where you can watch them or Blu-ray?
No, but I did have them on VHS.
Right.
I know they only done one season for Brave Star. I think there was I want to say about 14 episodes. Plus, they done a movie as well.
Was that the one where they had to line up the moon and everything, and then the guy would turn into that big red monster?
No,
I think you're thinking of Thundar, aren't you? Where the moon was broken half or broken up?
No.
No, I came up one. He's talking about it's
wasn't Brave Star. Okay,
was it Brave Star? It was Silverhawk. It's the main bad guy from Silverhawks.
Rice says 2 seasons in a movie, I think.
Yeah, and he would like scream at the moon, "Give me the power!" And his little
he had the same character I'm thinking about. I'm sure he had an eye patch as well. But if he fucking got near the certain sun, he basically gave them the power, kind of thing.
Well, now there was a cartoon where they had a big full moon too, and a guy changes into a werewolf. I can't remember what that opener was, or for what that was.
That was
it Teen Wolf? I'm not sure.
They did do a Teen Wolf cartoon, but there was also another one that they were monster hunters, but one of the monster hunters was cursed with a werewolf.
Yeah.
Curse, so and the main was Dracula kind of thing. He was trying to persuade him to join them, but because he's afraid he didn't want to. There was only 2 of his teammates that knew that he had that curse of the werewolf.
So could you be cursed and become a werewolf without being bit?
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
The curse is usually passed through the bite.
Yeah, usually. But could you?
I believe his dad was bitten by a werewolf, but when he was born,
it's also hereditary in the story. Like if your dad's a werewolf. I just
watched that series. I just can't remember what it's called again.
Kind of in the
blood. If your old man was a werewolf, you'll be one too.
Yeah. Two seasons and a movie.
Yeah, the movie was basically like the starter for the series kind of thing.
Well, kind of like they did Transformers movie, you know.
Yeah. Basically, you beginning as a young brave star, and then you've got the chief, and then the chief basically gives them the abilities, and then sends them off, and then he's got to fight.
Was there a magical shaman in Brave Star?
Yes.
Okay.
That's basically how he tells him to go and find Fairy because he needed a partner, kind of thing, and
that was set in the future, right? On Earth? Was it on Earth?
No, it was Clyde, Texas, but it was like a future. You could say like a future Earth kind of thing, with different species of aliens, kind of thing.
Yeah, were they probably on Mars or somewhere like that in the future?
Probably, aye. I mean, it's a long time for I watched Brave Star. We'd have to watch it again just to try and
kind of desert looking.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was basically like a Wild West kind of thing, eh?
Yeah.
Like that Tex X, man, he was technically a human, but he got turned into that skeleton / from cowboy kind of thing.
Yeah, it was a gypsy curse. Absolutely.
No, she did not get cursed. The gypsy just saw the mark on him, and she warned him, "Be careful, don't." And he went out anyway.
And her son, who was cursed and a werewolf, hit him.
Exactly.
Right. So what I'm saying
the old lady did not put the curse on it.
One of the werewolf movies that I love and I watch it constantly is Dog Soldiers. I love that movie.
That's a good one. And I think we talked about this before, but my favorite of all time is The Howling, man. I'll watch that one.
Howling's a good one as well.
Every Halloween, I watch it.
Especially when you watch the special effects back in the day kind of thing, man. It looks freaky kind of thing.
Well, I told you, I bought a book on eBay, and I guess they deal in DVDs too, and they sent me The Howling on Blu-ray.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like, wow, nice bonus, because I didn't have The Howling, in my collection.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of extra bonus features they got on the Blu-ray. I've had the DVD for so long.
Yeah. I've got most of my Blu-rays back here kind of grouped together, but not all of them. I like when they put a DVD and a Blu-ray in there, and I don't like to navigate really with the Blu-ray because you can lose your place in the movie. If you stop it and you come back to it, often it'll start over, and that's frustrating. So,
well, dude, I bought so many DVDs, with sales and all kinds of little mom and pops and shit like that there's no way I can replace them all with Blu-rays without just spending a butt ton of money.
Right. And I refused when they went from VHS to disc, and I had like 15 big boxes of VHSs. I said, never again, LZ. I will not spend this type of money on entertainment again just to replace it with the new technology. I won't do it. And not knowing really, and not thinking like they're kind of like cassettes or
Jesus, chat's going crazy.
And then even disc will wear out after a while, although they're better than the.
So that's once over here. Once like the VHS kind of disappeared, and then it was only DVD. So you're trying to buy all the movies that you loved as a kid back on DVD. Man, for a rough count, I think I've got about 300 DVDs and probably about 50 Blu-rays, and as Greg says, there's no way you can try and replace all of them on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I think I got about like
4 format. I ain't doing that again.
I think I got like 600 or 700 DVDs and probably, I don't know, maybe about 50 or 60.
I'm afraid the Blu-ray's cheap enough. Yeah, I'll pick them up kind of thing just to have the two versions.
Yeah, I've gotten some cheap Blu-rays. I've gotten them at the dollar store, and tried certain things out. And found some.
Yeah, we can find them on sale. I'll grab them, But usually I'm not paying $29.99.
No, hell no. But I like them when they come with a DVD too, because I'll play the DVD and
but they do they still do that or?
Now they usually go DVD with digital.
Okay.
If the digital code's even good or whatever, if it's older, the code may not even be any good.
Yeah,
CDs only have a shelf life of about 10 years, right? Something like that. Depending, after a while, that.
Well, depending on the conditions you keep them in.
Right. Yeah. But eventually everything wears out, And
Entropy, man,
entropy. Yes, we're feeling it, aren't we? Well, shut up.
Don't you tell me?
Did you just tell me to shut up? Really?
Yes.
Really? Did I strike a nerve with the entropy thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. Okay. Take your mind off of it. That's what you want. I got you.
Yes.
Okay. Don't worry. Be happy.
That's what I'm here for every day.
Okay. Yeah. Not the gloom, despair, and agony on me, deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me. I grew up on Hee Haw.
I remember that one.
I was there for the very beginning, 1969, which it was the anniversary of Hee Haw just the other day, by the way.
Well, I got to actually see Roy Clark play live. Like, I don't know, I'm probably 15, 20 feet away from him, dude. He rocks. For a country player, man, that guy destroyed that guitar.
Talking about movies, have you ever heard of a movie called The Guardians?
Yes, I have it. Made from Russia. It's kind of like
it's a Soviet. It's a squad of Soviet superheroes. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie. There's one called Grim Avengers too that you might have.
I've seen that.
Lou Ferrigno's in that one, and that.
Holy shit! Ray Halleck says he was on Hee Haw, right?
Oh yeah, were you Green?
When were you on Hee Haw, Ray? No shit. Get in here, man.
Another movie is it? I don't know if you've seen it. It's called Doomsday. It's about the Reaper virus, but it's basically like Scotland's being kind of cut off from the rest of the world, and nobody's allowed to fly above Scotland, kind of thing.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh, have a look at that, man. It's like everybody said to go to like into London, and the whole of Scotland's being cut off, and it's a group of soldiers have got to go in and find out because they've noticed that there's movement, kind of thing. So they want to know what's going on, kind of thing. But it's all based in Scotland, kind of thing. It's a good movie, like. It's I think it's Scotland and everything. It's I can't remember what that who. I'm sure it's that Kate Beckinsale. She plays the main character. I'm sure it is. But she was as a kid, she got shot and she lost one of her eyes, kind of thing. She gets this robotic eye that kind of records everything. It's a really good movie.
Oh, cool. What's it called again?
Doomsday.
Bionic Woman or Bionic Man with the eye.
Well, if it's Kate Beckinsale, I gotta watch it anyway.
It's about the Reaper virus, and basically, if you get any blood from any victim that's got it, then you're kind of fucked, kind of thing. It's a really good woman.
Okay. So kind of
today
like
would have been
28 days later if you get blood or anything on you.
Like 28 Days Later and all that. That was they were good movies as well. I believe they're doing a third movie as well.
Yeah, I think they did do a third one. I haven't seen that yet.
Today is Bernie Kopel's birthday. Now, you might not know him, but he was the doctor on Love Boat. I believe he was Dr. Adam Bricker. But he was also on Get Smart. I had forgotten about that from 1960. He was the had a scar and sort of grayed out hair and was the bad guy for Chaos, wasn't it?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Also Jane Russell's birthday today. And also Ray Eli, E-I-L-Y, born in 1938, first appeared on TV shows, but he's best known for Tarzan from 66 to 68 and the film role of Dr. Savage. That came out in Man of Bronze, 1975. He's still alive, 85 years young.
Damn.
I have to kind of show these off to you, Rex, because you kind of inspired me to pick these up.
Oh, okay. Oh, Pez, yeah. Whoa, I've not seen that one.
What
is that? Is that a Lego? Is that a Lego Pez?
No, this is a Playmobil.
Playmobil. No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, wow.
I have not seen that.
Were you talking about it for like the last month and a bit kind of thing?
Yeah.
I seen this and I said, "Ken, well, I need to buy one for the collection."
Well, yeah, there you go. That's
and then also picked up the Star Wars one.
Let me see. Now, see, your candy there is a softer candy than the Pez bricks that we make here in America. And they will, if you don't keep those in a dry, environment, they will leak. They will liquefy over time, your bonbons. It's
like these ones, man. These are, as you say, they're kind of soft, so when they just disintegrate in your mouth kind of thing.
Yeah, ours are ultra hard bricks, like chalk.
Well, it's like when I seen the Playmobil one, I says, "Oh,
that's very Lego-like, isn't it, Shadow? Or like Fisher Price toys."
Yeah,
little Fisher Price figures.
Yeah,
the ones you see is like Star Wars, Marvel kind of thing. It's not a thing I would normally pick up, but
sure exactly.
I seen the Playmobil one, and I said, "Oh, pick the Playmobil one up."
Is that a Jango
Playmobil? Is like
it's Mando from The Mandalorian. That one, the Stormtrooper, that the R2-D2, and I think the other one was a C-3PO.
Oh.
And I think you get a policeman, a princess, a knight, and then you get the fireman for that.
Well, Ray, do you have the little bonbons or do you get the real hard chalky Pez in Australia? What does Australia have? I'm not sure. Are they going to make a World War Z 2?
It would be nice.
I don't know. I guess I need to read the book or something because I really didn't like the movie very much.
No, with Brad Pitt. I went to the movies to see it, and I was kind of disappointed in it.
Yeah, there's certain parts of that movie that could have been way better than what it was.
Yeah, I hear the book. I hear the book is really, really good.
Helicopter, and then you see all the zombies like climbing on each other, trying to get them. And
don't eat too much of that, Ray, because Pez acts as a laxative. They say if you eat too much of it.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, lovely. And if it's like 2 or 3 years old, don't eat it at all. Is what I recommend.
Well, that's I do agree. Even the air ones is like more softer and kind of melts in your mouth. If you eat too much of that, your stomach.
I know. I hate. That's the only thing I hate about the British, because I was buying it for the different packaging, and I've got a bunch that liquefied and destroyed the packaging and got sticky. Which
there you go. Let's see if you recognize this. Anyone?
70s.
I know that from somewhere. Is that Charlie's Angels?
No, this is Mask.
Mask. Yeah.
I've been starting to pick up some of the Mask stuff when I see them.
Don't you have a friend that collects
Masks? Got the helicopter and everything in there.
The only thing it's missing was the little figure that goes inside it.
Oh, and the figure ought to be easy to pick up, I would think.
Yeah, the figures aren't too hard to find.
I've got quite a few I've got quite a few of the Mask figures, but I don't think I've got the one because this was from Wave 2. This is the split second one, and you got two vehicles in one.
Yeah,
didn't you say you had a friend that collected masks? That was all he collected. He was an ultra mask guy.
Yeah, I know quite a few folk that's all the collectors maskmen. I know one person. He's got. You won't believe this, but he's got 16 Boulder Hills.
Holy shit!
Boulder Hill is probably one of the hardest items in that to get complete because it has a lot of small parts on it. But he's got about 16 of them, and he also does. He also makes his own mass vehicles out of the drink tins. So like your cola tins and your Iron Brew tins and your beer tins, he makes them out of them as well. They're cool.
Ray says the movie was meh on Z, but I enjoyed the zombies. Trust me, I've suffered the Pez porcelain. Yeah, it'll act like a laxative if you eat too much. So they have the standard. He's saying standard, sort of brick like we have here. That's the only thing I hated that I invested in the different packaging because you have a larger head bubble and it's more square like and it's different packaging and I would buy it for the different packaging, but then I like to keep my house cool and this things start leaking, They start.
It's the same with the Hot Wheels packaging. Like in the States, you've got the longer packaging, we've got the shorter packaging.
You've got the shorter ones, right? And I try anytime.
Occasionally you will find the larger packaging, but it's like one. It's like
if I see the small cards, I know it's European cards, and I try and pick those up because we get a few over here, but not very many. And no matter what's in it, I try and get the small cards.
There's an example. There's your packaging.
Yep, there's the long cards, and
there's your packaging.
And short cards. That's European card. Yep. So if you see
occasionally you'll find the larger packaging.
And see, we've got that all over here. It's the small packaging that we occasionally find. Or I know Walmart had a.
Yeah, that's my problem. I never know what to look for. I'll come across Hot Wheels and I'll be like, oh, Hot Wheels. And then I go, oh, shit. Am I looking for a long package, short package, the red lines? What am I looking for?
Right. Yeah.
I don't usually collect them in Hot Wheels, but I've started picking certain. If I see certain lines like Star Trek, Turtles, kind of stuff that you kind of grew up with, especially I've got quite a few Batman ones.
Oh, sure.
I feel like the different versions of the Batmobiles over the years.
Yeah, yeah. I've got over a whole stand full of Batmobiles.
Yeah, those are always good, though. They'll always go.
I've got multiples and multiples of some.
So I know McFarlane's released it's basically a reprint of this one, but they've done the Joker version that you actually get the Joker with as well.
Oh, cool.
I heard that Corgi was going to release their small little Batmobile again.
Yeah,
with the trailer and everything. With the trailer and a little bat boat.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I've got a Corgi bat boat. And I've got the helicopter. And I've got some of the Batmobiles from the 40s on up. Just and I've never shown them. I need to find them and show them. I think I've shown the helicopter. I think I've got the bat boat. Now you got me wondering.
I had the boat when I was a kid, so
yeah,
long gone.
I've still got my original Corgi Batman from the 70s or early 80s. I'm not sure when I bought it. Probably 70s. Still got the decals on there as far as I know. Most of them anyway. I like your Castle Grayskull back there.
Yeah, that's actually a Mega Bloks or Mega Construction.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's like a Lego set.
Okay. I thought it was a little small for Castle Grayskull because the toy Castle Grayskull is larger than that.
Yeah.
I want the Corgi Junior Spider-Man helicopter. Seriously, Eric says.
Okay.
Corgi Junior.
I'd have to see it.
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
I guess I could search on eBay and see. I've not heard. Is there a Corgi Junior?
I believe so. Yeah.
Really? Corgi Junior Spider-Man helicopter. We'll just look it up and see what's on eBay. As soon as I can spell helicopter, there we go. I had to take a second look. And I still can't spell it. Okay, helicopter. Okay. 1975. I had one of those, and I may still have it with the web blading. Yeah, I had one of those and played with it as a kid.
Oh, cool. How much is it? I'll buy it and make a deal with Eric.
This one's $7 with $5.95 to ship.
All right, cool.
Here's one sealed up for $50 on the card.
Okay, yeah, that's more like it.
All kinds of let me put lowest in here and see how low it can go, and still be in decent shape. Here's one 99 cents plus 6 to ship. Loose, of course.
Wow.
But now it's missing the legs below, so you don't want that one.
Oh, okay. So
no wonder it doesn't have any bids. Let me see. Next highest up with the legs, $3.99. So for about $7, you can get one over on eBay. They're not expensive.
On the card,
now that one's cracked. Okay, that one's cracked.
You said it was only 50 on the card. That's not bad.
No, on the card, yeah. And you might be able to do better than that. You just have to kind of do a search on eBay.
Get one, get.
Is that yeah, that's Twisted Leg, I think. Some kid was pretty rough on that, I think. I guess. Let's see.
Well played with you.
I just, now he's got me wondering where my Webcopter is, because I did have that. And may still have it, because I have a lot of my original toys. Here's one, probably pretty good shape. Yeah, $5 bid with $4.43 to ship. And it's got a Spider decal on one side of the windshield.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Now that one does have a crack on the leg.
I wish I could find Micronauts toys again, but they had all those little pieces, man.
There's several without the legs.
Hands and feet.
Ooh, what is this? This has got a blue. Blue undercarriage. So okay. Parts. Yeah, they're affordable. If I was a nice guy, which I'm not,
oh yeah,
I would buy Eric one and include it in his all-in order. You know, he was our tragic meatloaf winner, total mystery winner.
Yes, he was.
And yes, so he will be receiving those only 25 printed promo cards as well, with John Dillard artwork. One of the few people to get one. I think there's only about 4 or 5 of you guys getting them, you know, but I'm going to print 25 anyway.
All right.
Making an offhand comment. Let's see. Micronauts, Shogun Warriors. I've still got my Shogun Warriors too. I love those. I loved them. Because, and you know, I was older by that time. I mean, you know, 12, 13, but shooting those missiles and everything.
See, I remember having some Micronauts as well. Those were cool figures as well.
I'll tell you what I want, and Shadowhawk and I saw the toy recently. We showed it. The Shogun Warrior Godzilla.
Yeah.
I wonder what those go for.
That was a cool one.
Let me
look. I think Super 7's done a reissue of that one.
Oh, yeah, but you might as well get an original.
They're not too expensive. I think I've seen them in like secondhand shops, but most of them are like either missing because one of the hands would shoot off.
Yeah. Oh, that was the blasting hand, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then I think like the front of the toes would shoot out like missiles.
Oh, that's right. They would, wouldn't they? Yeah.
Yeah. So usually those are missing, or else the little lever on the back of its head, and you push the lever, and the fire would come out of its mouth hole.
Oh, they even got replacement handles. You know, with 3D. A lot of times
that little lever breaks off.
With 3D printer, yeah, they got the levers, replacement that they can print on 3D. That's probably a big thing with 3D printers.
You could probably get the hand and stuff too, but you can't sell it as a whole toy.
Raider, Shogun Raider, 1977. I had that. I have it. I still have it. Love it. And I have the Getter robot. I have that one.
Which one?
The vintage Getter, Getter, Robo G, Shogun Warrior, Poppy something. Yeah. Cracked head with tongue mechanism. Yeah, I don't know what a Godzilla would look, but I'm gonna price it. Here's they got parts. Here's like a left arm, $84. Oh my god!
What?
Just for the arm?
That's crazy.
Here's 140 for that arm. Wow. Here's the other arm without the fist for 140. What the heck?
You're in a Build-A-Figure or something, right?
Okay, here's one, 1977 Toho Japan Shogun Warriors 19-inch Godzilla with working arm and tongue, $142 is the bid. Got one bidder. with 30 to ship.
That's actually a good price because I've seen them over here for like 200.
Yeah. Yeah, and it appears to be in pretty good shape. I mean, it still has the shooting fist, still has the toes. You sure the toes shot off?
Maybe I'm thinking of a different one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you're right about the toes, about something though. 8 days left on that. I'm going to put a watch.
I think that could have been a Sentinel from X-Men. That did shoot off
yeah, the front of the foot. Yeah.
That's a lot of money for one, but I mean, I get it. It's
dude, that's not bad. I mean, that's fairly cheap from what I've seen.
It's about 50 years old. Yeah, I expected to pay at least 200. You know.
Yeah, I usually see them right around 200, 225.
Here's one for $159.99 with 15 to ship. Got 34 watchers on it. It's a buy now. It's missing the hand. It's missing the hand. It's got some rubbing, and it's got or ink. You know, if you know how to restore some of these things and clean them up, that helps too.
Yeah.
Shogun Warriors. Here's like, you know, some of the missiles and stuff, because a lot of the missiles and stuff got lost.
Yeah, but
you always notice when you're trying to, if you pick up doesn't matter what kind of toy it is, if it's a He-Man figure, a Brave Star figure, you might just pick up a figure, but trying to get the guns and all that more expensive than the actual Fummin figure itself.
Well, I like that you could shoot missiles and stuff. I had the Poseidon at 5-inch. They were 5-inch tall, the Shogun Warriors, and they were die cast and plastic. They were heavy die cast. I still got all three of mine. I don't have all the battle axes and missiles and stuff, although I think I might have. Here's a Godzilla 19.5-inch Godzilla, $265.
Yeah, that's a bit more. That's a bit more like it.
And it's missing the fist. Missing the fist. So that one that's complete and looks in pretty good shape, actually, you know, who knows where it'll wind up on bidding, but definitely, you know, if it's complete and, you know, you might be able to snag it on auction. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Because it doesn't look played with, you know, it's not really rubbed or anything. It's a pretty good example of Godzilla, actually, of that toy. Pretty neat. You know that toy's just going to go up in value.
Oh, but see how most of them are missing the hand.
Yeah. It got launched off and got lost in the toy box.
Mm-hmm.
Need to get some rest before Horror Mike's. Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Blowing us off for another stream, man. Sorry.
Man, you know, got to be loyal to your peeps, I guess.
I guess. I mean, only the biggest Mr. Fire here in the universe. But
I'm still trying to get over his daily Uranus joke, you know. He's always talking about Uranus in conjunction with me, you know. I don't know what his fascination with sphincter is. Oh, you know, I told you the greatest Moon Knight story I read was Bill Sienkiewicz when he still looked like Neil Adams, where he encounters the Hulk. Well, that was in the Hulk magazine.
Oh, really?
I found out exactly where those original stories were from. The Rampaging Hulk or the Hulk magazine that we used to pick up. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So Yeah, I'll be checking out some of those maybe. Of course, those are great magazines anyway. I love the Hulk. Love the Hulk back then. Let's put it that way.
The Rampaging Hulk and what was the other one they brought out? Marvel.
Well, Rampaging Hulk, it started out as Rampaging Hulk, and then it went through a title change, and then they just called it the Hulk.
Right. What was the other magazine size one they brought out? Was it Premiere or Spotlight or something? But it was only like a quarterly. Yeah, but I got a Moon Knight. I got a Blade that was in that one. They used to do some cool stuff.
Yeah. I kind of like. I mean, who knows? We'll see when I get product in hand. If I like the magazine format and everybody seems to like it and respond well to it, I might stay with magazine format for Devil Flyer. I don't know.
Right? Why not?
I don't know.
People are happy with it.
Yeah. Well, I never set out to want to publish a magazine, something that big, you know.
I know.
But it is kind of different in the crowdfunding thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now I just need to do a treasury edition.
There you go. Well, that'll really
ambitious.
So how are you getting on with your funding for your comic, Rex?
I haven't checked it today, but I did check it. So no new backers. So $3,405 with 60 backers. 59 really. Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad, like you said, you know. So now if I trash cast, I might double that.
The match, I want the numbers maybe.
Yeah, I might get some refunds. I'd start with Eric and his Uranus comments.
I'll have Mama Hawk make some puppets.
Oh, Ray's got to go, or he did. Yeah.
We'll take over.
Gotta go. Mrs. and
all right. Well, it seems
Mrs. and Bub are awake, and Mrs. wants coffee. Have fun, kiddo.
Have you ever? This may be a silly question, but have you ever see with your comic books and your characters? Have you ever thought about actually bringing out like toys for it as well, like action figures?
Well, yeah, everybody talks about it, but it's expensive to do. I mean, eventually, I think probably the first 3D or whatever printed thing that I do may be like a Devil Flyer Pez.
There you go.
Custom Pez, have them make up a batch. I'll look into that and see how much that would cost to make a Devil Flyer
Then
Pez.
you really only have to worry about the head, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, because the mechanism, the spring mechanism, and the stem are, you know, you just had to pick a color. Or you could, it would probably be extra money, but you could get, back in the 60s, they did some marble, and 70s, they did some marbleized, you know, mixed colors. And those look pretty cool. We used to get the Indian chief with the war bonnet, and it used to be different colors in the plastic bonnet. Making each one of them kind of, because they're all different. Because you can't really control the.
Yeah, you can't really.
Yeah. You just kind of inject the different colors into the mode, I guess, and it comes out what it comes out. Yeah. Yeah. Now, you think I think that would be different if I had my character, you know, and if it went over well, I could have other characters like a Bog Pez made or something.
Yeah.
And you know why? You can either have printed stems, or they might even be able to print emboss the name on the side of the stem.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
It's something nobody else has done yet. Which, I mean, you know, people are always looking for something new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look into that. I would love to have, add that to my Pez collection and it be an authentically made Pez. And you know what? If I got them loose, right? They're not blister packed with artwork or anything like that, right? I could actually do header cards and put them in a baggie. All custom made,
Oh, yeah.
One of a kind.
Yeah. I could package them up with unique packaging, but they would be official Pez. They would be official Pez that Pez collectors would like to collect, if they know about them. But they're probably going to be so limited. Whoever gets them on the campaign's about the only ones that'll be able to get them.
Oh, well.
I'll overprint on those because I know Pez collectors will buy them. Anything different, and if it's official Pez, they'll snap it up. Second printing, hell yeah. Make the money on the second printing. Wouldn't it be money? Wouldn't it be cool if I had sold $50,000 worth of, or $30,000 or $10,000 worth of Devil Flyer Pez? That's where I made the money to fund my comics, is from the Pez. Yes, it's all coming to me now, Dark.
No, the only reason I ask is I've seen quite a few other comic creators, and they've done like a 3D printed main character kind of thing. I just wonder if that was a thing that you would be thinking about. But I know it's an expensive. I know it's an expensive venture.
Believe me, I'm thinking about wrestling buddies, all kinds of different stuff. It's just what can you do and when can you do it? I want to do some bust magnets and stuff like that.
If you want to do something like that, a Devil Flyer or whatever, let me know. I made pretty good friends with Matt Shadowpunk.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
3D prints.
Yeah, 3D printing. Hell yeah. He does some great stuff, man. Shadowpunk's awesome. We ought to get him on the show,
Yeah.
If we can.
I know he's been busy. He's been kicking ass on
he has been kicking ass. Now. But we need some ass kickers in here like Dark.
Because I can't remember the guy that's doing the comic, but the octopus with the guns. I think that would be a cool minifigure or just something unique.
Now, does your friend that brings you toys from America, does he have any problems getting that type of stuff through customs?
No, when he goes to America once a year kind of thing, because he usually goes to the Kane County Toy Show, or he goes to the Power. I think it is a PowerCon. He goes to it once a year kind of thing. But once he buys stuff, he just ships it straight back over. He just ships it straight back home. But then, because he got quite a few bits because I was looking for Jaguar for my Godzilla collection. I could not find that over here. First shop he went in, he found it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, if I wanted to collect a lot of the British stuff, I'd have to come to England to get it. And
what was the other one? The other was a He-Man 2-pack I wanted. I think it's the Face of Evil. I think that's what it's called. But it comes with Keldor and Kronos. Keldor before he becomes Skeletor, and Kronos before he becomes Trapjaw. We couldn't get it. That was because it was a Target exclusive. We couldn't get it over here.
Before we get out of here, follow-up question. What do you like so much about the Guardians movie? Just the way they did the Bear transformation effects?
I just like the idea. I like the idea that instead of being American-based kind of thing, it was just something different.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, Russia's been, a lot of these foreign countries have been releasing some pretty good movies of late,
So like that, I like the idea of the bad guy being kind of cybernetic as well, kind of thing, and he's trying to recruit them to his side, kind of thing. But all the the members, they were all friends at one point, but it's lost their memories, and then it's kind of all go back together. And the reason I like it as well because I like the idea of instead of a werewolf, it's a werebear.
Yeah, I did like that. I always liked the Soviet super soldiers in Marvel comics, where they had a bear-like character, and Dark Star, female character. And
I like the idea that maybe human form now he's got like a proper like werewolf style humanized form, but then he's got his form that he can basically turn into a big giant bear that on his back he's got Gatling guns. I just thought that was awesome and crazy at the same time.
Have you seen the werewolf movie with the guy that played Aquaman called Wolves?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. I've got a copy I'm going to send Shadowhawk here pretty soon. It looks like Monday, you know, if I get my paycheck tomorrow, Shadowhawk, it's Saturday, so it really won't matter because my bank is not open on Saturdays. So, you know, looks like Monday before I can even deposit anything or whatever. But anyway, we're going to get out of here. Hell the chat. Thanks. I've got the night off due to, you know, just ruin a tire, and you know, you get a day off. Woohoo.
Yeah, I'm just tired as all get out. Time for old Shadow to relax in the nest.
Well, but we won't talk about that. Yeah, me too, bro. I told somebody I'm gonna sit in the chair for a couple hours and not move with a hot cup of coffee.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna have me a cold bourbon.
There you go.
Anyway, Dark Viking, nice to have you, man. Always nice to talk to you.
It was a pleasure.
Again, Shadowhawk, thanks for hosting.
No problem, guys. And as always, hail off. We love you.
And keep collecting.
Keep collecting.
Bow.